Today we are going to do a juniper masterclass. If you have been into bonsai for a while, you will know that there are trends in fashion, and at the moment the Chinese juniper is probably the most sought after species in the bonsai world. And here at Herons we have hundreds, probably thousands of junipers in all sorts of different states and conditions. We have in the Chinese juniper, I'm not talking of needle juniper, we have the kisu and we have the Itoigawa. Let me just remind you what the difference between the two are. So these are what we call semi-finished trees. This is what is called the kisu, and this is Itoigawa. If you home in with the camera, you will see the difference in the needles. The kisu is slightly more coarse. The Itoigawa is very fine. Itoigawa, for those of you who do not know and may not remember from some of my videos, it is a region in Japan. Gawa means a river. Itoigawa, there's some mountainous regions in Japan where this was found maybe nearly 100 or so years ago. And a lot of collectors collected from the mountains and propagated from this. All these junipers, semi-trained junipers, are propagated in Japan. They are now mass produced in Japan because they are in such demand. The reason why the Itoigawa is in such demand is because of the fine foliage, and you can manipulate and contort the trunks in very dramatic fashion. In this pot, there is a very interesting trunk hidden there. If we look at some of the other Itoigawa, now this is an Itoigawa. And these, with these contorted trunks, are made from this sort of material. But you can't see it, but the trunk is hidden. But we will show you what we do. So the object is to look at that one. You see how contorted it is. And by the way, such a thick trunk, almost an inch thick, we're selling it for £149. I'm not trying to make a sales plug, but it is cheap. You won't get that anywhere. This one we are selling at about £400 because a lot of work has gone into it. Look at the beautiful gins, the beautiful trunk. We always remind people that the value of a tree is not in the size, it is in the beauty of each tree and the detail that is in the tree. So these gins, this is what commands the price. So from this, what we call semi-trained material, we are going to make the very nice Itoigawa. Now in bonsai, you get bonsai of different styles and sizes, and the more dramatic and larger the trunk, the more dramatic the bonsai, and the price goes up accordingly. When we pass some interesting Itoigawa, we'll show you what we mean exactly. But while we're here, let's walk there and I will just show you as an example. If we look at this composition here, and if Rebecca can home in on the trunks, look at that dramatic trunk there. This group, if I remind you, I made it with Marco in 2005 for the Chelsea Flower Show. And it has been like this since 2005, 21 years in the making. So the trees, I reckon, are easily over 50 or 60 years old. This is the raw material from which that sort of thing is made. Of course, when we got them, the actual juniper was more refined than this. But this is the sort of raw material. You can see the very dramatic trunks that are used for creating these contorted shapes. So inside this tree is a tree like this, but you got to know how to get the best out of it. Like anything in life, you have to plan ahead. By planning ahead, I mean you got to be realistic as well. For instance, if you want to create a very beautiful bonsai, you got to know your limitations, your abilities, and the potential of the raw material. So there are many factors that come into play. Take for simple example anything in life. If you know something about computers or technology of that kind. You say, I want to be a large company like Apple. I'm going to make these phones. But if you don't have the resources, you cannot do that. And if you do not have the skill, you cannot achieve that. So you've got to be realistic. You can start a small company doing small things. Same with the bonsai. If you can't cope with the very large, complicated things, be more modest in your aspirations. So this is where we're going from. But having said that, we may not be able to achieve this in one session, but we will show you what we can achieve. Even with this material, I reckon that in a couple of hours or maybe in a day, we will make a very beautiful bonsai. But for the purposes of this course, we have two participants that are going to do a masterclass. So if I can ask them to introduce themselves. Simon.
Hello, my name's Simon.
And have you got much experience in wiring? You've done some?
A couple of years, yeah.
Okay, in wiring. Okay, so wiring is important. You, Kate?
Yeah, okay. A few years, I'm still dabbling.
You got
but I've done some wiring, yeah.
Okay, so that's what we need. We need wiring experience. Now, how are you with visualizing? Because like anything in life, you've got to have a vision of what you want to achieve. So with any piece of raw material, you've got to see what the possibilities are. But we can help you visualize and achieve that. As I say, anything in life can be taught. So even in designing and devising a strategy for creating bonsai, there's a way to approach it. So we have the benefit of Matthew, who's a very good stylist. He's going to show you the detailed techniques, and both Matthew and I will guide these two participants into how we go about making the bonsai. So because these junipers have these very contorted trunks, we're going to find one that will make a nice contorted tree, and we will explain to you what the possibilities are in each of these pieces of material. So let's go and see. For this class, we are offering one of these 149-pound junipers to use. Look at that, such a large tree for that price. And hidden in here, there's a very, very nice piece of material. Can I ask each of you to choose one and tell me why you have chosen it, and I can guide you along. Please go ahead.
Okay.
Rummage through all of them. They all have potential. And whatever you choose, we will help you make the bonsai. What are you looking for? Tell me.
A nice trunk?
Yeah, okay, twisted trunk. Yeah,
Twisted
absolutely
trunk,
right.
yeah. Nice.
A twisted trunk. That's the
thick.
first thing. Don't you think, Matthew?
Definitely, yeah.
Twisted trunk.
This is the problem.
A tree that's got good bones is good.
Yeah.
A good start.
And don't worry about the angle, because we can always turn the angle around,
the foliage is not important. It's about the trunk line. The foliage and the branches, they can all be moved. Yeah.
And these long branches, don't let them put you off, because we may not use all of them.
I like this trunk.
Okay, very nice, beautiful. Yeah. That is almost like a 400-pound tree.
Really
Thick
nice.
trunk. Look at that, it's that thick. Okay, that's very
That's very
nice.
nice.
I would stick with that. Don't you think, Matthew?
Very nice.
Very
yeah.
nice, okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Kate?
There's so many good ones. Yeah, they're very consistent.
I feel like this one's calling to me at the moment.
It's calling out to you, that one.
But the problem is it looks very similar to my other trees.
Well, we'll change that.
Unless there is a different one that you guys...
Some of the trunks are thinner, but they've all got interesting twists and bends in them. But obviously, if you can find a thick trunk, you have a head start, because it takes time to thicken. So with a thick trunk, the tree will look more mature.
So I'd say the value's in the thickness of the trunk and the movement in
Yeah.
the trunk. So those two factors.
Thickness and movement, absolutely. Not just thick. Just to be big is not that interesting.
Not everything.
Not
everything.
No.
Small is beautiful.
Are we looking for a better one than mine?
If you have the choice, make sure that you've explored all the possibilities. No, this is very nice. Lot of interesting movement, don't you think?
Very nice, yeah.
Very nice.
We're happy with that
Very
one?
nice.
I think that
it's
one's
going
a nice
up.
one.
It's the height. You got the height as well. So, okay, we'll
That's one.
choose this and we will proceed to do that.
Yes.
Okay, so
Thank you.
Step one.
okay, we will
Yeah.
go and make a start.
Okay.
So, Matthew, if you can now explain, this is something we did, or Matthew did, was it 2 weeks ago?
It's just before you went away, I think. When was that? Peter?
Okay.
A couple of months ago.
All right.
Yeah.
So, this was created from that. So, the big became small, but you see how the beauty was brought out? Now, if you look at this, let Matthew now explain how we go about it.
So this one, what can you notice about it compared to this?
And the lower part of the tree as well, you've taken some branches off.
Yeah.
You can see
yeah.
the trunk.
Yeah.
You can see the trunk.
So if you look closely, there's maybe three branches left on this compared to this one where we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe eight branches coming out from various spots.
Yeah.
And also the branches are not very thick, isn't it? So this is where the first step is to choose the branches, would you not say?
Yeah. And what I've basically done with this, I've compacted it. So in compacting it, what we're doing is making the trunk actually look bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like a visual
Yeah.
trick. So the smaller we can make the tree, the bigger this section and the more power it will look like it's got.
And at this stage, you try and choose the front of the tree.
First step, always, yeah. Choose the front, and then that'll guide your selection of the branches. And we can also put these. You see these little lines here. It's called shari lines.
Okay.
So, junipers are renowned for their deadwood. So it's usually like the interplay between the live and the dead. So a tree like this won't have any of that. So we can create that as we go.
Okay.
So the parts that we're not using could be deadwood, or I mean, some parts look nice as deadwood, but some parts just interfere with maybe the trunk line. So yeah, it's sort of as you go, you sort of choose.
All right, so if you can explain how you choose the branches. Okay. What about Simon's thoughts? Have you any thoughts?
Maybe get rid of this very bottom branch, because that's very, very low down to the...
So first, what we're doing...
Would you want to tease the roots or something to show Nibari, or what? Do you think you need that?
I need a pot. So I think you actually said, Simon, first step, you've got to choose, that's too small, you've got to choose the front. So, the front, the angle, all that's got to be sort of, so you've got to look at your tree from every angle basically and decide which is the best.
So
Which is the best side.
Isn't good because of the way the branches are growing, and the back. This I would classify as the back of the tree. This for me, just with the way the trunk is naturally the front entrance to the tree. But whether you get rid of this one or not,
That's it,
again,
exactly.
You can see more.
Nice.
You say it's like an entrance,
Yeah.
so you can see
Yeah.
the trunk line.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the angle?
Tilt it whatever you want.
Yeah, it could lend itself to being on a slight angle because there's not a lot of upward growth. So maybe choose one of these as the leader. What do you think? What would you suggest?
So if you stick it on a pot.
So there's a lot to get rid of, isn't it? So we
Yeah.
got to now decide what to get rid of and what to keep. Would you not say? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you do have a bit of soil accumulated up here, don't you? Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you just see some of that away, just so you can see what you've got under here,
Yeah.
that'll make it. Because you might need to put some wire under there as well. So
Yes.
yeah, we can
Yeah.
use this and just sort of dig away a little bit at the top of the surface.
Expose more of the trunk.
Yeah, yeah. Half the trunk here is sort of buried a bit. So
branch there is almost
Yeah.
buried, isn't it?
Yeah. So see if you can sort of just get away with this. You can cut a few roots as well if there's a few roots that are sticking up. So junipers tend to sort of, if they're touching the soil, they can put roots out, which is something to bear in mind if you want to make
Grow
something.
another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot of these lumpy things, they're like dormant roots. Isn't
Yeah.
it? Okay, so shall we now decide what to keep and what to cut?
So you can look at this for reference.
Yeah.
For the first step, we have to go through the tree. So you chose the front, first step, and then start going through the tree, cleaning it out. Obvious branches that you don't need, that are obscuring the trunk line,
Yes. Yeah.
they can come out. Branches that are going in weird directions,
Yeah.
they might be obvious ones to come out.
Yeah.
But then we may keep some for gins at this stage or not? Huh?
Yeah, if they're thicker, say thicker than your pinky, they might be useful as gins. So you see we've got a branch here. We've got a nice curve, and we've got a big branch coming straight out of the middle of it.
Yes. So you're suggesting maybe lose that one
Yeah,
again so that you can see more of the trunk.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that is thick enough to make a gin out of, but it's in a spot where it's going to obscure the trunk line.
Yeah.
So that might be a case of coming right out.
Straight off,
Yeah.
So would you cut that low to the base of the
In this
trunk,
instance,
Peter, or would you leave
Which
a little
one?
bit for it to die back? This one here.
I don't. Junipers is not.
No,
about,
you don't need to.
You don't need to worry about dieback and junipers. Yeah. In fact, we're
You can use it for gin should you want, but if you think the gin is in the wrong place, then take it off.
actually making scores in the trunk.
Yes.
Yeah. To like bring out the features. Yeah. The bare minimum, you need one branch. You can make the tree.
Yeah.
One
Best-
branch can make a tree, all right? Now that's
Minimum.
quite a radical thought, huh? Okay.
But
So we're still playing with all these thick branches. Okay, so
the tree, most bonsais have like 3 components. They have a first branch,
Yeah.
they have a back branch, and they have a top.
Right.
So I usually tend to have at least 3 that I can work with. We're also going to be bending these branches quite severely. So if you can have like a backup plan or a plan B,
Okay.
that could help you. Yeah. It took me. I've been doing bonsai for 6 years in order to make this.
Right.
So I'm going to show you the techniques.
Yeah.
And you can make a valuable tree, but
Yeah.
it's up to you what you make at the end of the day.
Right.
So
Thank you.
I can show you the techniques,
Yeah.
and that's the most important thing to take away from the class.
Yeah.
And then you can apply that to your future.
okay.
And so we can learn. We've got a lot of techniques we can apply to this tree. It's
Okay.
like a blank canvas.
Yeah.
We can do lots of
Okay,
different
now
things.
let's show how we decide on taking these thick branches off, because that we have to do. We can't escape that.
Yeah, we've got to make decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, we won't get anywhere.
Okay.
But
So first decision is I would get rid of this.
I mean, you've either got this side or the back side is also good because it still has the same movement. It's just which side has the best branch
Now this
layout.
one seems a bit
I think this
simpler, isn't it? Because there are not a lot of very thick branches there. Go,
I think if you
close,
drop
go
this
much
and
closer.
gin part that.
We always want to try. Yeah, we always want to try and use the thinner branches.
Okay.
Why do you think that is?
Just easier to bend.
Exactly. It's just practicalities. Yeah.
Contrast, yeah.
But I do like. You don't like the placement on this one?
This branch is
Yeah.
probably not useful.
No.
So as a gin or something.
It is coming from a good position, but you're not going to be able to put any movement into it because it's quite thick.
Except if I can just interrupt, if you wanted to
Okay.
make like a cascade tree, you could develop with that cascade and make a little top there. So that is possible if you were hell-bent on making a cascade. But if you want to make a small tree, then definitely these are the usable branches. You've got a lot of thin branches. So you've chosen very well because these are all very usable branches. So the choice of branches won't be as difficult as Simon's tree. Okay.
I don't like this one. I
Yeah.
feel like it's too low.
Too low. Hmm. you've got a nice movement in the trunk coming all the way up. So it's mainly about showing that off. Yeah,
Take this one out.
and anything sort of that interrupts that flow line. Yeah,
So
it's
if
like
we agree
potentially-
on certain things, you better act on it, otherwise we won't make much progress. Okay, okay. With Matthew's guidance, can we take a decision on what to take off? This is an easier one. Let's start with this one. This is the easier one. No, you chose well.
He's got some
Simon's,
tools.
no, Simon's is very.
Tree.
You got very difficult. A big challenge, very challenging, but it's going to turn out very nice. This will turn out very nice because the trunk is dramatic. So is this. It's got to curly. All right.
There's some tools in here.
Oh,
You're probably familiar with these.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay. Now Matthew will guide you what to take off and what to keep.
I've already decided this one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
move.
that's
Yeah.
very good. Yeah. It's nice to be bold.
This is
No,
the problem.
really.
I cut too
Yeah.
much off.
No, good.
This one off.
Remember, all these
Yeah.
branches we're going to bend down.
Yeah.
So when you're sort of so you start to move the branches, yeah, and you can see where they're going to go. So this one's going to be in the
too
ground, yeah.
What is the
That's amazing.
apex in this tree?
Mm.
It's a bit confusing there.
The apex. You want to make as small tree as possible. So
I think it's got to be this one.
these are the candidates.
Prickly.
Because it's reinforcing the S shape.
We've got this one. It's a bit taller, and it's got less. It's got a bit of a long section here. This has got more branching. This part. So if you bent this round, you could actually use these.
As extras.
You know.
Yeah.
There's also this one, which has actually has movement in it.
Yeah.
That's a potential for a top. But that could be, as it's got movement in, that could be a good gin feature, you know. So, you know, if you bend, yeah. It's the right thickness, you can get a bit of movement into it.
Yeah. So keep him as the top.
So you got to now decide, otherwise we won't get anywhere.
Mm.
Make your choice.
I think this has got to be.
You go with what you feel is best, and then we will go with you.
Let's see what Simon's saying. You right?
Definitely get rid
Yep,
of this very
that's
bottom-
coming off, isn't it?
Very bottom one.
Yeah.
So use this.
And if you want to keep the cuttings,
Don't cut any major branch off yet, Simon, because we want to film it.
Am I cutting branches?
Yes, you are. We'll,
I know.
and then we'll check with Matthew whether you're doing the right thing or not. So what you're taking off? That one?
The bottom one that will be too low,
that's it, yeah.
Inside of curve? Yeah, okay.
and then the one at the back as well. This one.
Get rid of this tag. That can come off.
I think that one will be
You got this one that's going
the
sort of straight up.
crossover, yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't know about that one.
Mm.
We take
Do you
this
want
one
to
off
keep
and
a
then
stop
see.
for gin or not? What do you
want
think?
to gin that one?
Maybe not this one.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Look at all those lovely cuttings you can get. They're very valuable.
So now, yeah, you can see the trunk line, and always keep your eye on the front when you're working as well.
Mhm.
You can put a bit of wire in. If you decided your front,
I think this has got to be the front.
yeah,
Yeah, good.
stick a
very
bit of
good.
wire in.
Yeah.
It would
So
remind
once
you.
you decide the front, you're at
But I
least
do-
a quarter away there.
Wonder if that back branch is too
Mm.
weak to add anything.
Not so much weak. Too low, is it?
Too low, yeah.
It's too late.
We agreed? Before I go mad.
And you do have this one as well, which
And
you
we've
can
got one
fill
on
that
the
space.
inside.
Because the back branches are important, you need something as a back branch. So,
It may be useful as a back branch. Keep it for now. Keep it for now.
Okay.
Keep it for now.
We'll be cautious.
You might.
you've got these
regret.
two, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's always better to keep the branches, wire them, and then if you don't want them,
Take them off
you can
later.
take them off then. Yeah. But yeah, you've got this one. This is a common thing when you've got, a bit of a leggy branch.
Mm-hmm.
But
They
if
do
it-
bud back, huh?
yeah, they can bud back, and you can only work with what you've got. So it might be a case of,
We could put some big twists in it.
yeah,
bring the
yeah,
foliage
that's when
a
the
bit closer.
wiring is going to come into play. We can really coil it up and sort of push it back in. Yeah. And you usually start at the bottom and work your way up. So we've got to make a decision on this branch.
Okay, we still got to remove some more branches.
I know it's a thick branch, but yeah.
Take it off or keep it as short gin for now and then decide. We can
I
always
think-
remove it later.
Yeah, keep it as the
No,
short.
I would like do here like that and then decide. We can always come
Yeah,
back
'cause
to
then
it.
we could go in.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
The name's
That's it.
left to me now.
Or maybe keep a little bit of this and that.
Take it off here.
Yeah, cut off
We're
there.
ready.
Yes, fine. Very good. Very good. That's very good.
Decisive, yeah.
Very good. Very good.
If I think about
very
it too
good.
long, it won't happen.
No, you can see the structure already. No.
And you can see your pile of building up here. Yeah.
Would you reduce the length of the branches or you want to keep it in case you want to twist and
Yeah,
bring
keep
it back?
keep them
keep
long.
them.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready
Take this
to
off.
make the first bit of wire? Put the first bit
No,
of wire
you've still
on?
got too many branches.
Oh, still?
You got maybe, yeah, another third of those branches need to come off, I think.
Really? You think?
Imagine this is all compacted into this size.
So how would you go about choosing? This is where if you reveal your thought process, this is what people like to hear.
It's,
the thought process, okay?
It's a process of elimination.
Okay, so,
So
how
you-
do you go about that?
Yeah, you take out all the ones you don't want, and then
Okay, so how do you
what's
decide
left?
which is the one you don't
Yeah.
want? You know, there's a criteria. How do you decide
got
what
this
is the
one.
one you don't want? Explain to us.
You can take that one out as well.
Okay.
So it would be a nice gin.
Yeah,
So that's not.
Short
It's
net?
got no leaves on it.
yeah, don't need the
Okay.
foliage, yeah.
Yeah. Leave a little stub. You can make
That's
quite
it.
nice gin. Whatever. Yeah. Okay.
And we can wire the gins, you know, can give them a bit of shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we ready to start wiring or not?
What else you got? You got this
Remove
one.
some more.
That's the one that we determined. I'm not sure if it's any good.
Mm.
But again, it could
And you
be
got this
something
one.
useful.
I think that's another gin, don't you?
But I think this one
Yeah.
wants to be.
I think
Yeah.
I think this one's another gin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cut it off. Yeah. You got to make a decision.
It's often a lot of the low
Yeah.
branches come off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
But
Okay.
then that one fills that space.
that's right. Yeah.
I'm not sold on this one.
Mm.
Are you sold on this one?
So if that's your front, that's sort of coming straight
That's
at you, isn't it?
useful.
That's coming straight out. Keep your mind open to the front as well. You might want to change.
You think that's nicer?
Well, keep your options open, yeah.
But I mean, we could wire it and then decide fully, could we not?
Because this might be a good back branch. That's what I'm saying.
So we'll leave it there for now. This one's potentially ginning, isn't it?
And also, when we bend the branches, you might find the top,
Flips.
yeah, it flips. Yeah.
Okay. So are we ready to start wiring?
No.
No? Okay. What else are we
Still
going to
think
do?
there's too
Come on,
many.
explain what we're going to do. We got to move on.
Yeah. Why don't you think about it for a bit, and we'll go over to
Yeah?
Simon's.
Okay.
Start on
All right. Now
Simon's.
we return to Simon Street. Okay, you've had time to think, Simon. What are we going to remove?
I think if I make this my front
Yeah.
here,
Yes, this is dramatic. Very dramatic.
Get a bit of wire.
The angle, well, what do you think about the angle, Matthew? What angle would we use? So
an
this way
interesting
we can
question,
choose
isn't
the
it?
leader. Once you choose the leader, then you can determine the best angle for this tree.
I didn't know if this one was going to be the leader because it seems to come about that.
Mm. It's a bit thick.
Yeah,
But there is movement here, isn't it? There's movement
yeah.
over
It
there.
seems the trunk seems to
Yeah.
come along there as well.
If you start picking away at this, it's kind of hard to see what you've got
Yeah.
actually got there.
Yes.
You've got this branch. It's coming. You've got a curve, and you've got this branch coming out from the middle of it,
Yeah.
and you also got this. So your trunk line actually comes up into this section.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
You've got these two thin ones,
Yeah.
which would probably be good. And then you've got these two. Yeah. So I'd be tempted to remove that thick one, actually, I think.
What's that? This one?
I think this is a good front.
Yeah.
You've got a nice angle there coming up,
Yeah.
twisting round.
So we still got to decide the leader.
The top is
Apex.
actually coming out that way.
Yeah.
It's been wired out, but this might be good for a gin feature.
Yeah.
If you can make a tree in here,
Yes.
and you've got a gin coming out that way.
Yeah.
This one's going to be coming right at you,
Yeah. So get rid of that.
so that's probably an obvious one to get rid of.
Yeah. And this.
This
one,
one's-
And this tiny little one here, maybe.
Yeah, you might need that. That's a nice thin branch. You might be able to wire. This one's actually still already got a curve in it, so that might be a good top. It's
Yeah.
coming forward.
Yeah.
So the first one you could remove is probably this one, but you could leave that as a gin.
Completely.
Yeah, that could be a nice gin. So leave a decent bit of length on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, very dramatic gin.
Yeah. That's called a apical gin, tin gin. So you remove all the
Ten
foliage,
gin.
all the foliage. Yeah, get your scissors
Pointing to heaven.
Yeah.
Or you can use
and
my
just
front
clear all those branches out. Yeah. You've actually got a lot to cut off. Yeah, you'd be surprised.
ones. Okay, what about that? All the lumps on the right hand side, all this.
That's probably all going to come off. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You don't think we need those?
So if your top's going to be sort of in this section,
Yeah.
Make that all dramatic gin here.
this is all going to be, because that's
It's
what
got a curve in it, isn't it?
Be dramatic gins.
Yeah.
Curved.
you want. The gins have to be interesting as well. So
Yeah.
they're actually more important than the foliage.
With
Right.
junipers, yes.
Yeah, with junipers.
Yeah.
So if you've got a gin with nice movement in it, it's like it's
Yeah,
great.
It's good.
Yeah. So
cut
maybe
this one up here somewhere.
so from this section,
Yeah.
all those branches could come off. You could leave little stubs here,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
for now. But yeah,
So
take those all back.
That's good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, this one. So you've got your trunk line coming up and round, and then you've got a big branch coming out the
Yes.
inside of a curve.
So take that off.
So
load
that
it up.
is a typical flaw.
Yeah.
So take it off completely.
So
You won't even keep it for gin?
if you imagine that as a gin, you still have the same problem. You've got something coming out
Yeah, of course.
that's
So you
obscuring
actually take
your
it off
Spoiling
in
the
there.
line.
spoiling your line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So you're going to take it off right
Yeah.
here.
So take it off. Yeah.
Take it off in bits, huh? Don't have to do
You
it
can
in
take the
one
top
go.
off first, and then
Yeah, gradually nibble away from here and then go down there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are always tempted to cut the whole thing in one go. You
yeah,
don't
turn
have
it
to.
towards you so
Thank you.
it's comfortable.
Yeah, that's it. Nibble away is more comfortable. Yeah, you see how much easier it is if you do it bit by bit. That's it.
Nice.
Okay.
Is that all right?
And then,
Or I can get
yeah,
it
the last
closer.
cut, yeah, you want to, because you want to show that curve.
Yes.
Clean
So
cut.
try and get a nice clean
This
cut.
is where the
close in.
hybrid cut is very useful.
Yeah.
See, we mentioned all these things because not everyone observes these things.
Yeah, that's nice.
So now let's look at it again.
Now it's
How do you feel
getting
about that?
Yeah, I like that.
more we've
So now what we've got a bit of a gap here.
Yeah.
So this is when your back branches come into play. You see, we remove the branch round,
Yeah.
and we fill that space in. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we don't
With
want
you.
we don't want gaps. Yeah.
No.
Okay, so we're moving up the tree now.
Let me have a look again.
So we've got these three.
Okay. What about these two thick ones?
Mm-hmm.
We've got that.
So what we've got left? We've got 1, 2, 3,
the thin
4.
ones.
Yeah.
So we've got all these ones. And then we've got this one as well.
So those
That's
are the
top.
useful ones. Those are the useful ones we're keeping.
I'm going to lose this one.
Short gins?
These are probably your tree here.
Yeah.
These
Yes.
ones here.
Yeah.
Okay, that lot.
So these are probably gins.
The short gins about what, inch, 1 inch, 2 inch, what?
I mean, let's say
This has got a curve on it.
yeah.
So,
Let's say we could use this if we wanted to use this branch.
yeah.
Can we use it? Even if we bent it round, we're not going to have any foliage here.
No.
You see.
Yeah. So we'll cut it.
So it's coming towards you, but you can bend it with wire
Yeah.
to move it.
To open it up.
But even if we did that, it's kind of still not very useful.
No.
Do we have anything to fill this space here? I mean, we've got
this thin one here.
yeah, we've got that thin one, yeah.
So
So
it could come in.
exactly. So that could
Come in round
we
there,
could
couldn't it?
yeah.
So I think take this one out.
So process of elimination, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should I stop there or what?
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
there.
A bit of gin,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, stop there. Then you can decide how to make it.
And then you've got this one,
Yeah.
which you decide as
Do
well.
the same on the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in one fell swoop, we've reduced it to the essentials. So this is the critical process, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So can you imagine? This is what we've taken off so far. That is more than half the tree. I would say it is about 70 or 80% of the tree has been taken out.
Now, if you do take too much foliage off, the tree can have a bit of a shock, and it can put foliage out like this. So
Yeah.
it's called juvenile foliage.
Okay.
But you can see that most of my tree,
Yeah.
it's not been affected.
No.
Yeah.
And you'd let this grow and then trim it,
Yeah,
or
just treat it like normal, and
Yes.
eventually it will revert back to this kind of foliage.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, some people say cut it off, but that would just weaken the tree more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got a little bit there,
Yeah.
and it's just a normal response from the tree.
Okay.
All right, so we've basically done all the branch selection now. So what you need to do is
Trim off all these.
you need to we're going to have to wire all these branches. So if you can
Yes.
clear a path for everything, yeah, go and cut all these bits out. We've got gin pliers,
Yeah.
so we're going to use them for their intended purpose.
Yeah.
So we squeeze
Crush the bark.
crush the bark,
Yeah.
and just peel it. Peel it back. When you get to this point, if it wants to keep going, just snip
Stop
it.
it.
Just stop
Cut
it.
off,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Go through your branches. You've got little dead pieces here. Just go through little
Yes.
weak pieces. They're all going to be sort of in your way when you're going to want to wind the wire up. Okay, that's the next.
What about this one? This one very, very low down.
Keep it in case
Keep it.
you
Your
don't have to remove it. It's not interfering. now.
Your
No.
soil level is going to be here.
Yes, that's true.
So
yes.
all that's going to come off
That
eventually
might be
when you repot it. So that's going to be above the soil.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you want to
Okay.
scrape away some of the soil to reveal more of the trunk or not? Because it won't hurt.
Can do.
You can do that. Okay,
Just in
we'll
this
do that.
area.
In that
Yeah.
area.
Yeah. I will
Okay.
do. Yeah.
Look at that lovely gin. And the lovely nails.
The gym would
There'll
top
be a
up.
lot of comments.
It works
Okay, you
well.
can see the shape of the tree now. You chose well.
Hopefully.
Very nice. Look at the dramatic movement on that trunk. Huh? Lovely trunk and the dramatic gin. So although that was going to be a leader, it is nicer as a gin, don't you think? Hmm?
You
I
so?
think you
Yeah.
chose the right apex. Very good. Very good.
Well, just have some
Excellent.
guidance.
Hey, then where's the front? You got the wire sticking on the other side. Is that the
Oh,
other
no,
front?
we haven't decided.
I think this is the front, isn't it, Matthew? This is the front.
We're
Again,
talking about that gin, weren't we?
this gin, that curly gin is
So we've
quite
got
nice.
nice curly gin here, and then we've got a very straight
Okay,
section.
that- don't need that, so we cut
We
that
can
off.
either bend it, or I think it would just be better just to take it off
Okay,
to there,
fine.
and it will show off the other one more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Good. Very nice. Okay.
And then this gin here, we can actually bend that,
Can do a bit of
wire
wire
that,
in there.
and we can bend that quite severely. Sort
Yeah.
of maybe like that.
That'd be quite nice.
So if you wire even a gin, that will stay in position. After all, it was live only a couple of minutes ago, isn't it? So it would set.
It will
would
set.
set.
When it dries
Wire.
out, it will set in that position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will set.
Okay,
So,
so
are we ready to wire now?
ready to start wiring, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so would you put wires on all the branches at this stage? Or
Yeah,
just
wire
couple
all
of-
the branches.
Okay,
Yeah.
so choose the right way to wire. Matthew will guide you. And then we will. So we've taken all that off. And then we've left with this. And that is going to be the bones of the tree, we call it. All right.
It's a blank canvas.
Okay? Okay, so the transformation is going to be very dramatic. But you can see the bones of it, isn't it? The main structure is there. So it's just twisting the wires in place, and then you will suddenly find that the tree is complete. Okay, carry on. Nice, very good wires.
We want to move that
They're
pin,
good wires.
don't we?
Good.
Hopefully everything else is.
No, all the rest is good as well.
Bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more.
It's so
Yeah,
flexible.
That's good. Yeah, that's brilliant.
And if you kind of twist it when you're bending it,
Yeah.
the fibres are naturally sort
Yes. Yeah.
of just twist.
Wow, that's great shape.
All right, so you're pretty much all wired now. So
So do you want to have got arranging it, or you want Matthew to show you, or what?
No, if you can help me.
Just
show
do
me
the
which
first
way-
bit.
Yeah.
So you decide on the apex.
oh yeah, so we got this as the top.
Yeah.
We'll do that last though.
So the apex is coming from the middle of the trunk, isn't it? It does not from the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah. No, exactly.
That's different, huh? So it doesn't have to come from the tip.
So this is probably your first branch
Oh.
here.
Mhm.
So we'll do that one first. It's also the lowest branch. So yeah, we've basically got to put a lot of movement into it.
Yeah.
The wire seems correct size because it's staying where
Yeah.
staying put.
See how flexible they are.
Mm.
If you did it with
Really?
the San Jose juniper, you crack it.
Really supple.
And it's just trying to, when you're bending it, trying to avoid squashing any of these
Yes,
branches
yeah.
which you're really going to need, especially the ones near the trunk.
Yeah.
So I always try to keep coming back to the front and check the orientation of the branch.
Yes.
You want it to sort of come out, sweep out. So
You see how it's zigzagged, huh?
Mm.
To shorten the branch and
Mm.
give it a nice, interesting movement.
and if you can't get your fingers in there, you can always use a tool like that to help you bend it. And then you've got this one, which is probably going to come into a similar position.
Similar pattern. Yeah.
The branches kind of sweep down and then come up at the tip.
Okay.
Yeah. So you might find we need to tuck them in a lot more, but yeah,
Yeah, okay.
get them in a rough shape first, and then we
Yeah,
can
yes,
sort of
yeah.
work on it. That's your back branch, isn't it? And this is probably, you need something to fill in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a go. You have a
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
Try and bend the branches. Just be a
Yeah.
bit careful. As long as you don't break it, it's okay. I
Yeah.
think it should be. Just manipulate it gently.
So when you're bending it, there's you're paying attention to these crotches.
Yeah.
If you bend those the wrong way, it's like to tear away.
Okay.
So I tend to try to go with those crotches first
Okay.
and then hold it, and then you can more freely bend it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That means go up
Yeah.
and then down.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Nice. Nice.
It doesn't matter if the branches are a bit of a funny shape, because in the future those branches might actually be nice gins, you know.
Yeah.
As long as we can make a silhouette, that's the main sort of
Yeah.
idea to do first. Yeah. I don't know. We don't really know what purpose this is serving yet. You might need it to fill in a gap or something.
Right.
But maybe, and then you've got this one. These two might be the same, serving the same purpose. Got this back, yeah. See what we're going to do with this one.
It can be bent in a complete circle.
That might be it for that one. And then sort of cut it off to there.
Okay. Yeah.
That might be what you need to do, just have a bit of foliage at the back.
So yeah.
Right. So why don't you try just sort of trying to call that this top up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the lowest, isn't it?
Don't worry about the lowest or.
This one.
Yeah. What do you think about the direction of the tree and all that kind of thing? It kind of comes up and then comes over this way. So, yeah, and this, I see this one's coming out a nice position, outside of a curve. So I think that's quite a nice one to start with. Yeah. So what we need to do is try and compact
I know.
as much as you can.
So much. So much.
So I always bear in mind when the branches are coming out from a crutch, I always try and work with that. So my first bend is going to be to bring that together, and that will make it nice and strong.
So it won't split.
They won't split, yeah, they can just tear away.
Split.
So just try and make a nice S sort of bend in it, and then go from there.
So bring it back towards me.
So I'll bring it right round this way first. So that's probably a nice branch that's going to come down.
Yeah.
And this is when we start to compact the tree, all the branches are sort of now getting compact.
Yes.
So it's getting really dense now,
Yes.
actually.
Yeah.
So once we know where the curve is, the normal bonsai rules come into play, like you get rid of the branches that are coming inside of curves.
Yes. Okay.
And you can sort of start that process of elimination.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of clear some space. Let's say that's probably your top there. And then your top. You have to kind of like decide which bits of these you want and what you don't want. So this is maybe a little branch.
Okay, now that we've compacted it, this top one probably doesn't need to be there. Or just keep that as a gin of some kind.
Yeah.
Short gin.
It's not a waste of time wiring it because now we can shape it.
Yeah.
It's virtually done.
To see. And then you this is a bit I enjoy actually, just wiring all these small ones.
Yes.
You just need a thin wire.
Yeah.
Decide which ones you go through, choose which ones you want, and then just wire them into.
Bring them all down.
Yeah, bring them all down, and that will. If you look at mine,
Yeah.
it's just that fine wiring.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then this one will. We've got a bit of space here. These will eventually grow in. You can fill it with those. So that's probably going to fill that space, that bit there.
Yeah.
So we don't actually, like Peter said, we don't really need this bit. So we can just make it into a nice gin. If you feel like you've removed too much foliage, you can always leave this as a
Told you.
sacrifice.
Told you.
Yeah.
And then strip it later on.
Yeah.
Strip it later on.
I can do.
So let me show you. It's virtually the final product here.
This is what I do.
So
If you're not sure about something, yeah, I'll do the same. I'll just move on to another bit.
I'll go out this one.
and this tall bit here is going to be grown as a tenjin, and when it's thick enough we can then strip it and make it into jin. So we're looking to the long term for that if you want it. If not, you can cut it off completely and eliminate that entirely.
Is it bending?
Bending.
Does it need some more encouragement?
Staying where it's.
Oh, okay, yeah. And like I was
Make you do
saying,
the frightening bit, that'll work.
like I was saying to Simon, you've often got to weave these bits in and out because you've got these obstacles you've got to sort of contend with.
So the top one sticking up, that can be the apex, huh?
So this can be the
That
top
one,
here.
that
Yeah.
one can be the apex.
And at this point, we don't know what's going on. We just got to sort of bend it first, and then, yeah. So if you want that to come down to there, and it's sort of springing up again. Mm-hmm. Put a guide wire.
So Simon is cutting off all the foliage because that tall bit is going to be the tenjin, and we're just letting it get tall. But if you wanted it to get thick, you can also have grown it thick, but whatever.